welcome to my YouTube channel. Like, it's been long I made a long video like this. Yes, after the birth of my twins, it's been long I made a video. Yeah, what have I been doing? I've been, doing mommy's duties. It's not easy, like having two boys, like having twins at the same time, especially when they are boys, because boys are known to disturb. And honestly, these my boys are not failing at disturbing. Yeah, but thankful to my mother-in-law and my mom, they've been doing a good job, so making this mother's duty not look so stressful. Yeah, so welcome to my channel. You all know my name is Chizoba.ok, and the OK stands for Okolise. Yeah, so this is one of my boys here with me. The other is in the living room. Yeah, my mom is carrying him. So what do we want to even discuss today? Today I want to talk about some of the baby items that I bought during the time I had Kamsi. Kamsi is my first son. Yeah, and I regretted those items, but it turns out that those items kind of, in short, they are very useful this time around. There's a video I made, the item that I regretted buying. Yeah, that was when I had my first child, Kamsi. So I'm going to tag that video on this particular one, so that you can understand, you can know the video I'm talking about. Okay, so this particular video is titled "The Item I Regretted buying during my first pregnancy that turned out to be useful now." Yeah, so I'll be tagging that video. Yeah, I'll be tagging that video. That video I made before was titled "Item That I Regretted Buying." So these ones are the item I regretted buying during my first pregnancy, but they now actually turned out to be useful. I don't know why, maybe because I'm having two. So but you understand as this video progresses. Okay, so number one on my list is baby bed. When I had Kamsi, baby bed was like a no for me. So Kamsi stopped using his baby bed after a week. Like, he just stopped it. Whenever I put Kamsi on his bed, whether in the daytime, at night, Kamsi would cry. He wouldn't even want to sleep on it. So I stopped using it. Even this time around, if you watch my last video, all the items that I bought, my baby is crying. Okay, let me carry it. Yeah. So I'm sorry, I'm going to be breastfeeding my baby while I'm making this video. To allow this video to progress, I'm going to breastfeed him. Okay, so Kamsi only slept on his baby's bed just for 1 week, or even less than a week. So actually, for me, when I bought it that period, I regretted it, because I was like, what will I be using this bed for? Because imagine spending a lot of money. Like, it might not be much for some people, but for me it was quite a lot of money. So imagine buying such bed, and your child who you bought the bed for did not even sleep on the bed. So it was it was part of the item that I regret buying. So this time around, I did not even want to even buy so much expensive bed. So we got a much cheaper bed, and hoping that that's the twins, when they come, they would sleep on the bed. And thankfully, this time around, the items were not something I regret buying, because it's still turning out to be useful. My twins are already 1 month, and they are still sleeping on their baby bed. So I don't know why this is different. I don't know, but I feel like probably because they are two, and when we had Kamsi was more of, because it's just one baby, we kept on carrying him. Like, it was very easy for Harry, because it was just a single baby. So now having twins, you're carrying one, before you can find someone else that can help you carry the other one, it's not easy. So most times you don't carry them, you just keep them on their baby bed. So they spend time mostly on their bed. So I think that's what that's why they are already used to sleeping on their baby bed. So baby bed did not turn out to be something I regret buying this time around. It was so useful, and it is still very useful for me. Okay, so another item I regretted buying during my first pregnancy that is very useful to me now in my second pregnancy is baby cap. Yes, baby cap. I regretted buying baby cap during when I had my first child, Kamsi, and that was because Kamsi is just a child that hated cap. And I think it's not just only Kamsi. I think there are a lot of children like that too that don't like cap. But now in this my pregnancy, it didn't turn out to be a waste, because even some of the caps, in short, all the caps Kamsi wore when I had him, they are being put to use now, because my twins are actually wearing cap. Like, they love wearing cap. Yeah, the reason why my boy is not wearing cap now is because of the weather. The weather is quite hot, and wearing cap will just make him to be more, sweaty and all that, and I don't want that for him. So yes, they really used cap this time around compared to when I had Kamsi. So that item eventually turned out to be very useful for me. Okay, so the third item on my list that I regretted buying during my first pregnancy, and now it's very useful to me, is baby shawl. Yes, I remember I had a lot of baby shawls for Kamsi. Considering that you just one baby, imagine having 5 flannels, having 4 shawls for just one baby. So it was something I regretted buying, because it was just a single child, and that period when I had Kamsi, it was a very hot weather, and when the weather is hot, you hardly use flannel, and Kamsi again is a very hairy child. Any little thing, he becomes sweaty. Kamsi can't sleep without the air condition, he can't sleep without the fan being on. So you now putting flannel and putting shawl on a child that doesn't like, when the weather is hot. So it wasn't really useful to me. It was something I regretted buying. But presently, these items are being put to use. Why? Because I had my twins at 36 weeks, and they weighed 2.5 kg and 2.4 kg respectively. I'm going to do a special video, that covers my delivery, that covers, how it went and every other thing about my kids. That will be another video, but this one is something different. Okay, so I had them when they were 2.5 and 2.4 kg respectively. So imagine holding, baby that weighed that small. It's very hard, because you'll be scared that, okay, let's not go and break your baby's bone, let's not go and break your baby's neck, let's not go and break your baby's leg, and stuff like that. So when you use this flannel and shawl to carry your baby, it feels more comfortable. Yeah, then you're now sure that your baby is, you're holding your baby firmly, and you're not scared that your baby might fall or your baby leg might break. Mothers, I'm sure you understand what I'm saying. So when you use this flannel to hold babies that are small, it makes you feel like, okay, yes, they are being firm. You're holding them firmly, and you're not going to be scared that they're going to fall or something like that. Yes, so these shawls were very useful to me, especially during their first month. Like now, my baby now has quite a lot of weight now. Yeah, because they've been feeding well, they've been eating good food, and compared to when I had them they were very small. Presently, the last time I checked my baby weight, he's already weighing 4 kg, and it's just a month. So yes, so those shawls were really being put to use. Another item that I regretted buying during when I had Kamsi, and is being put to use now, is baby warmer. Yes, this baby warmer turned out to be useful to me. Okay, so when I had Kamsi, I did more of breastfeeding. I was not extracting milk, but I did more of, mother and child breastfeeding. Yeah, so the warmer turned out not to be useful, because I was not lactating so much. And I was not lactating so much, there was not enough breast milk to express to even, keep in the freezer, then later bring out from the freezer and, use the warmer. So it was very will I say useless. The warmer was just not useful to me. Like, I think useful is more polite. Useful is a more polite word to use rather than saying useless. Okay, so the warmer was just not useful to me. So this time around, I had twins, like 2 boys that eat so much, and I'm not doing exclusive breastfeeding. Like, I'm not doing more of breastfeeding, because it's not easy to breastfeed 2 kids, and it's not just easy. So I'm feeding them baby food. I know so many people, so many doctors online will come out and say it's not advisable, it's not advisable, it's not advisable. Okay, I think just do what works for you. So yes, I'm feeding my babies baby food, Abstamil, and most of these times, whenever I make the baby food, because you know it's not easy, especially most times my mother-in-law might not be around, my mom might not be around, it's just me and the babies. And whenever these boys are they are hungry, their cry is always at, you know, the highest level. Like the whole neighbors around will be thinking, what is happening, because they cry that loud. So what I do is, most times when I realize that okay, they've slept for a while and it's already time for them to eat again, I feed them every 2 hours. So I'll quickly make their baby food and put it in the warmer while I wait for them to be awake. Because if I wait for them to be awake, before I would run here to go and make their food, hey, the whole house will be brought down. So this warmer now, you see where the warmer now is, you know, doing his role. So this warmer now is very, very, very useful to me now. So this warmer wasn't like, it's a very useful item. Like it, I think like as I'm making this video, I should have put this warmer as my number one item that played out to be useful, because this warmer is really, really doing a good job for me. Like it's something I'm using, like I would still be using, you know, even till these children are like 6 months, I'll still be using the warmer. So the warmer turned out to be very useful to me. And the last on my list, because there are just 5 items, the last on my list is baby overall. Okay, the reason why it's the least on my list is because it is not all that useful. Let me say the chance of its usefulness is just 50%. So it is 50% useful, the other 50% not useful. Why did I say that? Kamsi weighed 4.5 kg, and imagine a 2 days old baby, because Kamsi stopped wearing the overall when he was 2 days. That's because the overall became so tight. So imagine a 2 days old child who could not fit into a 0 to 3 month old overall. So I think the problem is that these overalls from the manufacturer, they are made to be very small, like their sizes are not accurate. So now, why did I say it is useful to me now when I had my twins? I had my twins when they were 36 weeks and they weighed 2.5, 2.4 kg respectively. So they were quite small and they could fit into, clothes, overalls like that. But presently now, my kids they've started growing, like they started chopping and adding up. They are weighing 4 kg, 4.1 kg. They still wear the overall, which makes it useful, but they would not wear it for so long, because my babies are just 1 month. Before my babies are 2 months, they can't wear it before, they can't even wait a week and let's say a month and 2-3 weeks, because they would have chopped up and they would have added up. So why I said the chances of it being useful is because at least they were able to wear it longer. That is just the only reason. I will still advise mothers, first time moms, if you're buying clothes for your baby, reduce these overalls. Like reduce, just have maybe 1 or 2, don't buy excess, reduce it. It's useful to me now because most of the overall is useful now is because I bought it in excess when I had Kamsi, and I bought some again, which I made on one of my videos like that. I'm going to also tag that video here. My husband made a mistake to go and buy again. We wanted to return, but the woman we bought from did not want to collect it. That is why we still have it. So me, I will advise you, first time mom, reduce that overall. Like the sizes are not accurate. Maybe if you go to Okrika first grade, go and buy overalls. Those sizes might be accurate, because I have some that are like for 1 year, and very long, 9 months, very long. Those ones are first grade Okrikas. But if you are buying all these already made, their sizes are not accurate. Me, I'm talking from a fact. Their sizes are not accurate. Just spend less on that overall, because it's a waste of money. My sons, the reason why they are still wearing those overall now is because they came out small, 2.4, 2.5 kg. That's why they were fitting into it. But now, next 2 weeks, they won't wear it again, and they're not even up to 2 months. They won't wear that overall. So this overall, I would just say, is 50% okay if you have a small baby. It is 50% useful if you have a small baby. But if your child is weighing 4.5 4 kg and above, 3.5 3.8 kg and above, don't bother buying. Even if you want to buy one or two. Yes, so after buying one or two, then go and charter first grade or cricker, plenty, then it will be useful to you. Okay, so these are the items I bought. These are the items I regretted buying when I had CAMC that turned out to be useful, yes, to me. So if you enjoyed watching this video, if this video was helpful, especially to mothers who want to start buying babies items, kindly give these videos a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and join this our growing family. Yes, I'll still make another video introducing my babies, telling you my baby's name officially, and telling you about my birth story. Don't worry, stay tuned for more videos. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.